students, in this SYBSc class, today we are going to introduce physics first course, that is mathematical methods in physics, or it is shortly abbreviated as MMP. The paper second is of instrumentation and paper third is devoted for the lab session in this semester. This paper MMP is divided into 5 chapters. First chapter is for complex number, second for partial differentiation, third for vector algebra, fourth for vector analysis, and fifth for differential equation. Since we are going to introduce now the new chapter over here, that is the complex number. Here suppose we are having the equation like x square plus 1 is equal to 0. In order to obtain solution of this equation, we will have x square is equal to minus 1. So, this square root or square of any number comes out to be negative. Or here if we consider square root of this equation, then we will have square root of minus 1. So there is no real number which will satisfy this condition. As a result of that, we are getting help of new number, that is the complex number. Not only for this, but when we are dealing the variation of current and voltage in AC circuit. Then also these complex number are helpful. When we are trying to obtain what is an expression of intensity of transmitted beam from plane diffraction grating, then also these complex number are very useful. Similarly, when we are trying to calculate what is the probability calculation in particularly quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is one of the subject in physics. So while dealing such types of problem, the complex number are the solution only, or handling the complex number for such types of difficult equation becomes an easy task. So therefore, the complex number are having significance. These complex number are represented as, suppose we are having letter Z, if it is representing complex number, then this Z is written as A plus IB. Or sometimes it may written as X plus IY in some textbooks. So here A and B both are real number. Similarly over here X as well as Y both are the real number. But this value of IB or this IB is said to be as imaginary number. Similarly, in second as well, that is IY is our imaginary number. So real number is here as X and imaginary number, henceforth we will call it as coefficient of I, that is Y. And this imaginary number can be represented actually in many different ways. Suppose we are having an example like 4z square minus of 20z plus 27 is equal to 0. Then the value of A is 4, the value of B is minus 20 and value of C is plus 27. In order to get solution of this equation, then we will have the standard formula as this Z will equal to minus of B plus minus square root of B square minus of 4AC upon 2A. Now let us try to substitute those values of a, b, c of this equation. Then we will have the value of this discriminant will equal to minus b. For this time it will become 20 plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac for this particular equation will give us minus of 32 upon 8. By doing some simplifications over here, we will reach to the step as 5 plus minus square root of minus of 2 upon 2. So, in this equation, the value of z is containing this term, that is square root of minus 2. And in order to get solution or those values of z at which this equation holds good, then we have to find this value of square root of minus 2. And there are no real number which are satisfying this equation. As a result of that, we are introducing a new number whose square, that is I square, is equal to minus 1. And by using this concept, that is we have introduced new number, that is I, and whose square is minus 1. So in this particular example, in order to get value of z over here, we will have z will equal to 5. The first root over here will be for plus sign and square root of 2 into I square. At the place of this negative sign, we have written I square and upon 2. And by solving it further, we will have 5 plus I square root 2 upon 2. This is the first solution, or we can say the root. Similarly, for negative sign, we can write that z is equal to 5 minus of square root 2 as it is and I square upon 2. And by solving it further, we are having, suppose let us call first root as z1 and second root as z2 over here. Then z2 will be 5 minus of I square root 2 remains as it is upon 2. So here these two solutions, that is z1 and z2, has been solved by taking the help of new number whose square is minus 1. Or in short, we can say that this value of I is square root of minus 1 here. So this I is new concept over here, and this help of I has solved this equation with the easiness, and it is represented as z is equal to a plus ib or x plus iy. Real part of this z is x and imaginary part is y here. Why this y is imaginary? Because it is the coefficient of I. So therefore we are calling that I as a imaginary part. If we are having some properties, then those properties of complex number we are going to see now. For these properties we are having So for properties of them, the first property is it is represented by two ways. Suppose we are having this z is equal to a plus ib. But when this b is 0, then this z will only equal to a. So here the complex number is purely real number. Similarly, this is for the case when b is equal to 0. Similarly, this z would be ib for the case when a is equal to 0. So here for this time our complex number is purely imaginary. In first case that was purely real. In second case, it is purely imaginary. So a complex number can have purely real number as well as they can have purely imaginary number. In order to get the idea or the new concept about the complex number, that is modulus or modulus of complex number. Since we are having with us z is equal to ib is one of the complex number, and we are going to define now the complex conjugate by writing a bar on the top of it. So this z bar is nothing but the complex conjugate of z, and if our z is a plus ib, then its corresponding z bar, which is complex conjugate of this a plus ib, would be a minus of ib. So in order to get complex conjugate of z, we have only changed the sign of I here. If it is plus, we have written minus. If it would have minus, then its corresponding complex conjugate would be a plus ib. So complex conjugate of given complex number can be obtained by changing the sign of I only. And for this example, if suppose we try to take multiplication or the product of complex number with respect to its complex conjugate. By doing so, let us see what we will have. Here, the z is replaced as a plus ib multiplied by z minus is a minus of ib. Let us try to do their corresponding multiplication of each term. A into a would gives us a square. Minus of I is common, so IAB plus IAB minus is there, and I square B square. So here we will have A square. We are having the terms with IAB and minus of IB. So they will get cancelled, and finally we are having this negative sign is there, and I square is minus 1 multiplied by b square. So finally we are having a square plus b square. So it means that if we consider the multiplication of complex number with respect to its own complex conjugate, then what we are left out, that is a square plus b square, and it is represented as the z bar square. So z bar square or modulus of z square is equal to z multiplied by z bar, or here we have shown it is equal to a square plus b square. If we consider only mod z, then we will have square root of a square plus b square. This modulus is important property of the complex number. Initially we have taken this z as a plus ib. If we begin this calculation as z is equal to a minus ib and its corresponding complex conjugate as a plus ib. So even here also, if we consider their corresponding multiplication, that is z into z bar, then a minus of ib multiplied by a plus ib. If we solve it, we will arrive at the same stage, that is a square plus b square. So it means that whether we are having z as a plus ib or our complex number as a minus of ib, still the modulus of given complex number is having no any I or no any imaginary number. So from that we can say it is always the real number. This is said to be as modulus of complex number. As an example, if we consider, for this time we are having this z as 3 minus of 2i. In order to get its corresponding value of the modulus of complex number, then z into z bar we have to do this, or it can be rewrite as z square or mod z square. If we try to substitute values of z and z bar over here, then finally we will arrive that is equal to a square. A is 3 here plus b is 2 here, or with negative sign it would be minus of 2 square. Here 3 square is nothing but 9 and 2 square or minus 2 square is 4. So 9 plus 4 is 13, or by taking square root mod z we will have as square root of 13. So modulus for this particular example comes out to be 13. So it is immaterial or irrespective whether our I or complex number is having positive sign or negative sign, still its corresponding value of modulus is always a real number. There is no any presence of I. That is one of the property of the complex number.